Start up the Nexus stream. Hello, everyone. It's your friend, your boy, JetBlack, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And today we're going to be playing some Dueling Nexus. What? Dueling Nexus. Give me one moment to get Nexus up. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. John Mason said, think of it like a game. The characters were made today and their world, and they all are like 1 day old to us, but to them they can be 50. They have memories, flashback scenes, etc. Well, I have the whole like emo shape thing. With this device, I can like make AI that like emulate like human emotions. So they can like feel like different emotions, and they can like make their own decisions. And you can play like Dungeons and Dragons style games with them, where the world you describe is the world as they experience it. And it's a similar thing to what you're talking about, where like you can describe a whole bunch of shit, and you can even like give them thoughts, and they like will think that they thought it, but it's really just shit that like you typed. So it's similar. It's a similar thing. Like if we can do this, who's to say that we're not in some shit like that? So that's, I mean, I don't know. That's an interesting argument. Let's see. Where are we at? Then Kel said, I'm assuming y'all know what last Thursdayism is. What's last Thursdayism? Excuse me. My apologies. I didn't mean to burp. Let's see. Sam said, Jet, I love your Yu-Gi-Oh intro. Oh, okay. I'm glad that you guys vibe with the Yu-Gi-Oh intro. Let's see. John Mason said, no, ball, look it up, Kels. What's last Thursdayism? Then John Mason said, wait, what, Nick? Yeah, the Exolife thing. And then John Mason said, that's not real. And then he said, what? And then Sam said, Nick is a robot. What the fuck? He said, you stole that from the FBI. And then John Mason said, so call me paranoid. Then Sam Light said, I want a robot. John Mason said, but I think the voice in your head is exactly that. The programmer's thoughts in your head. Then Bud Newt said, yo, Bud Newt, are you okay? You're reeing. This isn't a JoJo episode, but that's a JoJo reference. Anyways, John Mason said, so I try not to think in my head to avoid the programmer's thought. I'm so sorry. When you said I try not to think in my head, my brain was like, what? How do you think then? But if you guys want to know more about the Exolife thing that I showed you guys a moment ago, this thing right here, I'm going to post a URL to it so you guys can check that out. Because this is the hardware that I used to make that like D&D thing I described, which is already a thing. I've just already made that. Oh, the link that I sent is kind of shitty because it's just this page. It's not the product page. Give me one moment to send you guys a less shitty link. I don't know why they have this dumbass page that's just a splash page and says nothing. Bun Newt said you should eat hot things on stream. I only eat once a day. I don't know why Goku is bleeding through my internet. So I'd have to be eating a hot thing for my one meal of the day. And I'd have to be filming at that time. Then John Mason said, thanks, Nick. No problem. This is the thing that you guys actually want to see. EPU2 a motion engine dongle. It's this bitch. Right here. He said, that's expensive. For making your own, like, a motion emulating AI that you can put in, like, a weird, like, D&D world, I don't think it's that bad. It's only, like, $190. It's cheaper than a PS4. This is not that bad at all. Let's see. Hey, but remember the Yu-Gi-Oh stream? I remember the Yu-Gi-Oh stream that we were doing one. Let's get that set up. John Mason said, Nick, duel me. Then he said, only once. Sam White said, let's duel. John Mason said, anyway, I call first game, though. Let's see. Bud Newt said, only once. I ate like 10 times plus snacks. John Mason said, we haven't in years. John Mason said, I eat twice a day at most. Sam White said, if you're faster than me, you can duel him. Apparently, he was not faster, for Sam is already here. Kel said last Thursdayism is the idea that everything was created last Thursdayism, and either the government or some hyperpower made everything look old. What the fuck is a hyperpower? The government or some hyperpower made everything old. Hyperpower. Dun, 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 dun. Then Kel said, Jet, I'm a part of the JoJo police. You're under arrest for making a JoJo reference without watching and or reading JoJo. I've seen a little bit of JoJo. I don't read it, though. You're right. Let's see. John Mason said, oh, I am Sam. And he said, what? But I didn't know how. Dark World Dealings is a card that won't do shit. It really won't do shit. It's just based on my hand in particular, it didn't matter. Let's go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. What is this, bitch? Okay, I'll let that happen. I'll let that slide real quick. Let's see. Then Bud Newt said, play Mecha Phantom Beast. John Mason said, Nick, how do I find your game? He was able to hit it up before it was time. Like, before I posted the link, he was like, I'm here. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. Let's see. Ryan said hyperpower would be like Alien X. Then John Mason said, and now I'm on this side. Ryan said hyperpower greater than superpower. He said the dark. Then John Mason said the dark side. He said, Nick, kill 1 million babies to save 1 million adults, or the other way around. So I have to pick one or the other out of those options. Yo, if I have to pick one or the other, my guy, then who's gonna raise those fucking babies? If you kill 1 million adults, right, to save 1 million babies, who's gonna raise 1 million babies? Apparently not the 1 million adults who died. I don't know. That seems like you run into a problem. You end up with a deficit of adults if you save the babies. We can make more babies. It's hard to make adults. I don't. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't really see how. It just seems like you get fucked if you. Ooh, I don't know what just happened. Ooh, I do not know what just happened. Oh, my nigga died. Rest in peace. Oh, would you look at that? Draw 3 cards. I didn't even know that nigga was real. Bud Newt said, kill 10 children or kill 100 elderly. I gotta think about all of these. Let's see. John Mason said, I'd kill the babies. Kill said, Jet, you set up the game while I was blinking, so I couldn't get in time. Yo, Alyssa, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Your name is now quite obtuse. There's just a long name, Alyssa. Hey, Alyssa, it's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you like to talk about on the stream? John Mason said, hey, Nick, want to sub to me? I think I want to do a discussion stream with you soon. What would you like to talk about in the discussion stream? Let's see. Button Newt said, would you rather lose your right ear or your left ear? I think if I had to choose between which ear to lose, I'd probably choose to lose my left ear. I'd be right-eared in a similar way to how I'm right-handed. So I think it would work out. Let's see. Oh, for the elderly or children thing. Kill 10 children or kill 100 elderly. If I had like no choice, um the 10 children or the 100, because the 10 children have the potential to grow up, right? And like live like full ass lives. And the 100 elderly what could possibly be like, I've had my time. You know, it could be like that. Also, Cyberstein's in this deck. The fuck? What? Cyberstein? Okay. That's not what I expected. Let's see. Sam said he messed something up. I don't know what he messed up. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that elderly thing. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Where are we at? Alyssa said Roblox. Oh, sorry. Alyssa said, I changed my channel name. I know, it's just really long now. I kind of prefer Cookie Girl. John Mason said the type of stuff we discussed earlier, but to a deeper extent. Oh, like the whole idea of, oh, hey, fuck that back row. Fuck that back row. Ooh, I got a one of. Ooh. Oh, hope you didn't want that one of. Hope you didn't enjoy that one of. Hey, is that a link to in the bitch? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. A link to this. Oh, link to monster. Link to. Oh, fuck. Linkosaurus Rex. Kill that nigga. Get him. And next phase. Let's go. First blood. Delicious. Let's see. Where we at? What were we talking about? So, John Mason, you want to talk about like some crazy philosophy stuff? Do like a video together? That sounds interesting. I think that would be cool. Sam pulled out the fat nigga. Its effects are negated, but it's unaffected by other card effects. My guy is already immune to card effects and has no effects of his own. It's the ultimate weapon against that particular card. I activate my card with the special ability. I negate your card effects, but your card is now unaffected by card effects. Aha! You fool! My card is a normal monster. He has no card effects, but now he's unaffected by card effects. Nani? You inadvertently made my card better. It was like, this is impossible. I don't know why that got me, but that tickled the fuck out of me. It really did. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. I don't know why I laughed so hard at that, but that really got me. Where are we? Where are we in the live chat? I'm somewhere. I have to keep up with like 2 live chats. I feel hella behind. Where are we at? Okay, yeah, John Mason, I'd be down to do a philosophy video where we talked more. Kel said, when you say kill, do you mean we kill them ourselves, or is it more like they die after we make the decision? John Mason said they die on their own, so you don't really kill them. Then John Mason said he picked the elderly, to be honest. They lived, so they die now. I kind of see where you're coming from. John Mason said, Nick, I want to call a second game. How do I actually play you, though? So you have to already have like a Dueling Nexus account and like a deck setup. I normally post a link in the live chat, but some people know how to get into my games before I post the link. They're just quick like that. So the likelihood of beating them is kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. You're able to go to like the public games list, and as soon as I make a game, use Control Find to find my username and just get to it before other people would be able to get there. Also hashtag GG, hashtag handshake, hashtag good game, Sam. I'm sorry I laughed so hard at that last one. I just didn't expect that. That tickled the fuck out of me. Let's see. Let's see. Alyssa said, "You know what? I had a pool party. Oh, that sounds cool." And then John Mason said, "Nice, Alyssa." He said, "And guess what? I have a vid uploading." Ooh, is it like a pool party vid? John Mason said, "I know what a party is, but what's a pool?" You know what? And then Alyssa said, "Where you swim?" Then John Mason said, "Cool. I know what a swim is, but what's a where?" Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, Alyssa said, "I can change my name back if y'all want me to." Um, I don't know. I think I prefer Cookie Girl over Alyssa M. Hensley Roblox Rules. It's just you went from like a very like simple name to like a really long name. You know, if people are like, "Yo, Alyssa, I want to check out your channel," it's really easy to go follow Cookie Girl on YouTube.com than it is follow Alyssa underscore M Hensley Roblox Rules. Spell Hensley with 3 Y's. And rules is spelled RULZ. You know, that's a lot harder. That's just a lot harder for anybody to know what your name is. And then John Mason said, "Nah, your name is for you." That's true. Like Alyssa, if you vibe with your new name, that's totally fine. I just feel like it's a lot. It's just a longer name. It's just harder. And then Kel said, "Jet Senpai, please acknowledge my last message. Wasn't it the one about killing?" Yeah, I read your message about killing. Where we at? Where we at? John Mason said, "Not us." And he said, "But yeah, Nick, hope you're down for it." I think it would be an interesting video. Alyssa said, "Also, I was trying to get my backpack out from under a table, and it fell on my head." That legitimately confused the fuck out of me. So you were trying to get your backpack from under a table. Okay. This is a backpack. Okay. This is a table. She's trying to get her backpack from under the table. It's under the table. So going under the table to get the backpack fell on her head. It's I my mind is like, how did that happen? So the bag was under the table, and you went under the table to get the bag, but the bag that was below somehow went on your head. It got on your head. How did that happen? John Mason said, "Hello, Nick, play me now." And then Alyssa said, "I'm serious. But how?" And then John Mason said, "I challenge you for the title of top nerd player." And he said, "Oh, I know, Alyssa." And then John Mason said, "Is your head okay?" "Yeah." And then Alyssa said, "I have a black eye." I'm sorry to hear that. From the backpack landing. So it didn't just land on your head, it hit you like in the face on your head? How did that happen? I hope you feel better soon. I'm just confused on how that actually occurs. Let's see. And then Alyssa said, "But yeah." And then John Mason said, "That happens for real?" Then Alyssa said, "Wanna bet?" And then John Mason said, "I have both an account and a deck." Okay, ballin'. Then Alyssa said, "Yes." And then John Mason said, "Yeah, I bet, Alyssa." Whoa, the chat blew up. Where are we at? Where are we at? Let's see. Then Kevin said, "Jet is hella high. 2 dimensions mind is blowed." Alyssa said, "Jet, can you play Wizard 101? I'd have to download Wizard 101, but my Chromebook can't like download games." John Mason said, "Nick, what's your duel ID?" Jetblackrlsh. Nani said, "Lol, that name long as hell." The Alyssa's new username is really long. It used to just be Cookie Girl. Then John Mason said, "Lol, You said, what of my name, Nick? I think it's interesting that you changed your name to Conman John. Well, it's Conman Naj, but it's just John Nam John Namnock. I just realized that your name isn't just John Mason backwards with Con at the beginning. It's actually just Con Naj. I thought your name was Con John Mason backwards, but it's not. It's Con Naj. You do you. You do you. I legitimately thought it had your name backwards in it, and it just actually doesn't. It does, because Naj is John backwards, but the whole thing isn't your name backwards. Sure. It's a name. It's a name. Then Cookie Girl said, no, I actually forgot. Wait, what did you forget? Then John Mason said, does it say a lot about my character? Like the flipped name thing? I don't think you're a con man, John Mason. Do you consider yourself a con man? Then Kevin said, yeah, it is. Nani said, I don't like names with underscores on them. That's just a straight. He's like, I don't like any of these underscore names. Let's see. John Mason said, but yeah, Nick, show me how to duel you. One moment, I'm trying to get caught up with the live chat. Alyssa said, I'm gonna change it. A TV fell in my head. A TV. John Mason also said a TV, and he said, what, Alyssa? And then Alyssa said, yeah, a TV. So not the backpack, but a T. Then Nani said, you would be dead. Nani, I think you're over exaggerating. The TVs nowadays aren't like TVs back in the day. TVs back in the day were like big ass cubes. Now TVs are actually like quite slender, like widescreen things. If anything, your TV would break. I think your head would probably be okay. You know what I mean? TVs aren't as like big and heavy as before. Now TVs are big, but they're like thinner. I don't think like the surface area to weight ratio. I don't think you're gonna look at the news and they'll be like, nigga died, home television fell on their head. You know what I mean? It just seems very unlikely. Let's see. Alyssa said, I cried so much. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. So did a TV fall on your head and not a backpack? Because I'm still confused. John Mason said also a rap collab, Nick. We should do that soon too. I think that would be interesting. He said if you want, of course. Yeah, I think a rap collab would be cool. Alyssa said, and you know how I have glasses? I guess I know now. I didn't know you had glasses until now. Kel said Wizard 101 is a browser game. What? I could have sworn you had to download and install Wizard 101. John Mason said, why can't I join the duel? And he said, well, oh, it's because I haven't started another duel yet. Kevin said, no, Kels, a sub game you pay per month. Oh, you pay per month? Wizard 101 isn't free? John Mason said, Nani, I don't like people named what? And then he said in Japanese, oh, he doesn't. I don't like people named what in Japanese. It took me a minute to get that. Then Nani said, don't hate on Nani. Then John Mason said, lol. Nani said, not my fault, your name Cheeks, bruh. Then John Mason said, what? Alyssa said, it was an old TV. Now I'm with Nani. Now Nani's like, if the TV fell on your head, you die. I was like, it's not like an old TV. Then she's like, yes, it was like an old TV. Then I'm like, what? How are you alive? That's very surprising. Then Nani said, underscores are ugly as fuck. I don't think underscores look that ugly. Have you seen wingdings, my boy? Like, what? John Mason said, you know what else is ugly? And he said, nothing. Everyone is beautiful in their own right. It's snaps. Alyssa said, nope, not my backpack, the TV. That just makes way more sense. Because when you said the backpack under the table, I was thrown. Nani said, John Mason, imagine Nick. Then John Mason said, imagine Nick. Alyssa said, and when the TV hit my glasses, it hit my ear. I guess I'm lucky not to be dead. I'm glad you're not dead, and I hope you feel better soon. The TV hit your glasses because you got a black eye. Hold up. Now I'm getting fucking confused because you said something about it hit your ear. When the TV hit my glasses, it hit my ear. it so I guess it hits you like this, like the side of your head. I'm still trying to visualize that. And then Nani said, "Don't get murked." Then John Mason said, "Wow, let me get in this chat. I feel behind on this chat." Let's see. Bun Newt said, "Would you rather eat a snake alive or a tarantula alive?" A tarantula alive. That just seems easier. Put between those two options. Nani said, "Hey Nick, do the one chip challenge." He eats 10 times. He must be okay. Nani, chill. Is the one chip challenge? I eat one chip and that's all I eat for the whole day. I don't know why I laughed at that. Eating 10 times doesn't necessarily mean you're obese. It depends on like the portion sizes of the meals. Like I'm sure there's a really fit person who eats like 10 times a day. I know people who like weightlift and they eat a lot, but like all they eat is like chicken and rice, like grilled chicken and rice. And they like work out and they do protein shakes and shit like that and they're like pretty swole. So just because someone eats 10 times a day doesn't mean they're like fat. Sam said, "I needed to change Cyberstein into a psychic monster, and I would have won." And then Sam said, "Jet, the whole point of my deck, it was a one-turn kill." He said, "Jet, would it be rude to go again? I'm going again if you notice me." I don't think we have time. I think I spent so much time reading the chat that I just got lost. I just got lost in the sauce. There were so many chat messages. I'm glad to see so many people online, by the way. Where the fuck are we now? Because now this chat's just scrolling. Let's see. John Mason said, "Wow, Alyssa, you cheated death or something? Final destination is a thing, you know." Then Alyssa said, "Or what?" Then Nani said, "No, it's one chip and it's hella hot." He said, "You gotta buy the chip." What? It's a single potato chip, but it's like really spicy. I'm not really a fan of spicy potato chips. Like I actually despise flaming hot Cheetos. I just have a memory of me being a kid. One of my friends was like, "Yo, you want to have some of these flaming hot Cheetos?" I never had them before, so I was like, "Shit!" Somebody's like offering me food. This is pre Jet only eating once a day, so the offering of food was well accepted. I took on those flaming hot Cheetos, and your boy, my stomach did not vibe at all. It was the first time I'd ever had them, and I like threw up. And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess I just don't like flaming hot Cheetos. I guess I just don't like these at all." When I got older, I tried spicy nacho Doritos. Spicy nacho Doritos are actually pretty good. I actually like those. That's the only like. No, that's not true. I was about to say that's the only spicy chip I like. Voodoo chips aren't really spicy, but it's like kind of, and I kind of like that. And like mesquite barbecue chips, I'm not a big fan of normal barbecue chips, but mesquite barbecue chips, they kind of have like a heat thing to them. I don't know, sweet heat barbecue chips aren't bad. You know what? Fuck it. The spicy chip may not be that bad, but I don't know why I'd only eat one. That just sounds weird. Let's see. John Mason said, "Nani, in Trinidad, we eat scorpion pepper daily." And he said, "At least me." Well, he's like, "At least I do." Then Nani said, "That would be a funny stream." And then John Mason said, "So the chip won't work." Haha. Then he said, "I'm not talking about you." Then John Mason said, "Damn it." So I'm talking to Nick. I've had a ghost pepper before. It wasn't the heat that got me. My stomach couldn't really handle the ghost pepper. Like the ghost pepper itself was hot, but I don't feel like I was dying because it was hot. I feel like I was dying because after I ate the ghost pepper, my stomach was like, "Yo, you need to take a shit." But then my stomach was like, "But you can't though." And I'm like, "But why can't I? I'm on the toilet." And it's like, "But you can't though." And I was like that for hours. I had to just sleep that shit off. That was horrible. Um, let's see. Then John Mason said, "I want to play Nick." And he said, "No." He said, "Damn, Nani, you're mean." He said, "Jet, please, one game." Nani said that one chip would fill your stomach up. Is it a big ass chip? Is it like a huge chip? Then Alyssa said, "Have y'all ever eaten a jar of banana peppers? A whole jar?" And then Alyssa said, "I have." Why? What? Then John Mason said, "Nope, never tried it." And he said, "How was it?" Then Nani said, "Nick got them white people taste buds." Then John Mason said, "Oh, and Nick, you know Epic 7? What's Epic 7?" He said, "It's great, but I'm going to shut up so we can get the duel." Then Alyssa said, "It wasn't hot." That's understandable. You said there were banana peppers. Then John Mason said, "Well," Alyssa said, "Stupid autocorrect." Then Alyssa said, "Am I right? Are you right about what?" Wait, what? What? Then Nani said, "Do the one chip challenge with the gang too." John Mason said, "Haha, don't worry about it. Autocorrect is a killer." And he said, "But Nick, if I don't get this game, he will come for me. I can't survive if he does. Nick, please. Everything is riding on this duel. Android game, Epic 7. Please play it someday." What is it? What is it about? I never heard of Epic 7. Let's see. Samwise said, "Oof, he's a too much sauce. Too much Solzik. This is my chat now. Only I can type here." Then Mr. Yolsu said, "Green sauce abuse." Sam White did kind of take over this chat. He really did. He's like, "I'm not coming over here to the Dueling Nexus chat." I am gonna have to end the stream for now. We've kind of like passed an hour for the vlog stream. I'm also gonna be ending the Nexus stream. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, jetblackrlsh. Logging out. Peace, guys. Sam White said, "Bye, man. Good night. Have a wonderful night." Let's see. Kel said, "Is the second duel canceled?" Then Alyssa said, "Get to the duel already." Then John Mason said, "Beat me in a duel, Nick." Then Alyssa said, "Okay." And then John Mason said, "And no." And Alyssa said, "Jet." Then John Mason said, "Oh my God, sigh. He's in one duel, please." And then Kel said, "So he's the only guy who gets a duel?" You said, "We just got cut." I'm sorry, guys. The intention was not the cuckening. Then Alyssa said, "Bye." Yo, I'll talk to you guys later. Sorry that we didn't get more duels in. That's my apologies. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Don't worry. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to do more duels next time. Peace, guys. Check it about. John Mason said, "It's fine." You said, "Don't worry, 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 worry." Peace. Oh, thank you, John Mason, for the wish of fun. I appreciate it. Kel said top 10 anime betrayals. Got him. See you guys soon.